Hey everybody, in the first episode we learned that you can win from your losses only if you learn. In our second part we taught about humility, that you need to be coachable in order to learn from your mistakes. In this episode we are going to learn about improvement. Hey everybody, it's Gunny J. We're back here with Sometimes You Win, Sometimes You Learn. First episode, we learned why we need to. The second one was on humility. Are you coachable? And in this episode, we're going to look on improvement, continuous growth. Are we improving every day, and how do you improve? I'll give you a few hints, tips, and tricks. All right, we saw how humility makes us coachable or improvement. Improvement is the why we are going to learn from our losses. Improvement is the key. Even as I video record, my first one, my voice is like in the gutter. There's not that much energy. The lighting is bad. I don't have picture within the picture. So even as I'm going through this series, I'm continuously improving my delivery and everything else like that from my mistakes, from my failures, from my losses from previous videos. You can do the same thing in your life if you only apply it. So let's get on with it, shall we? When is improvement needed? Most people choose up. Well, what do you mean? Well, they blow up in anger and resentment. You're in those people just get so frustrated and angry. Arrgh! Or they'll cover up. Right, cover up. They start making excuses. It's somebody else's fault. They back up. You just kind of walk away from the situation and act like it never happened. Or they just give up. Oh, I'm horrible at this. I don't want to try anymore. So here's an insight on improvement. Why don't you evolve? Why don't you learn from your mistake? I'll show you what I mean. The Stone Age didn't end when there's no more rocks left. The Industrial Age didn't end when there's no more buildings to build. Well, what happened? They evolved. Some people improved and became the apex predators, the alpha. If you want to grow in your life, you got to improve. Improving yourself is the first step to improving everything else. I don't mean pulp culture, like self-improvement, although that's good. This is what I'm talking about. If you can improve yourself, you can improve so many things around you. Everybody's so worried about, oh, I want to improve my living situation. I want to improve my relationships. I want to improve whatever. I don't care. Whatever it is, the first place to start is yourself. The first place to learn and grow is yourself. If you can start improving yourself, everything else around you starts improving. So the first step to improvement is improving yourself. This is what it looks like. If you want a better spouse, a better relationship, a better significant other, then you need to be a better spouse, a better partner. Oh, but it's hard, Gunny. Yeah, I know it's hard. It is. That's why so few people do it. You have to push through the fear. Growth is getting out of your comfort zone. Without taking the next step, we're going to be frozen in fear. All fear is a prison. It keeps you from being who you're supposed to be. Security and being safe does not move you forward. It doesn't. It just keeps you in that little prison where you're trapped and you can't move. And failure shouldn't be something that you're afraid of. Any successful person, and whatever endeavor, and I'm talking about money as a measurement, I'm just talking about success. I don't care if it is a painter, I don't care if it's a businessman, I don't care if it's a Marine, I don't care, it doesn't matter. Anybody who's successful knows that they have to fail early, and fail often, and learn from those failures to progress. They know they're going to do it afraid. You're going to do it afraid. You got to. Because you're pushing out of a comfort zone, and your brain housing group just does not like doing that. Quick fixes just is not the answer. A lot of people have destination disease. They don't realize that the journey is where the motivation and excitement come from. They do just enough to get by. So instead of charting the course, they're really good at adjusting the sails, but they have no clue where they're going to end up at. And then some people, so they feel successful, they lower their expectations. Oh, if I could just, and it's in their vocabulary. As soon as they open up their mouth, you can tell what is in their head. I don't care how good they can be us. As soon as they speak, you know exactly where they're coming from. I'll try. Or I'm thinking, if I could just do a little bit, if I just get a little bit there. See, improvement is a series of small steps. It's not these big steps that people think that happen. They're just not big steps. They're little, small, incremental steps that get you to your destination. Step, correct, move on. Step, fail, learn, correct, move on. I mean, it's just a series of small, little steps. It's amazing what can be accomplished if you just put your heart and your mind into it and do it afraid. If you're going to improve, it is a daily commitment. Number one, it's a habit. It's not an event. It's just little habit patterns that you build in to push forward, right? To crush it. That's what improvement is. You're just building these little habit patterns that are good, that will carry you through. It's also intentional. It's got to be intentional. Success does not happen by accident. You got to intentionally grow. Put the work, the energy, and the effort into it. Improvement also asks, what did I learn today? How did I grow today? And what will I do differently? Honestly, the only way to really answer those questions, and some of you are going to hate this, but you're going to have to start a journal. Just start a journal and answer those 3 questions every day. The last slide is make improvement now. First of all, you have to decide that you are worth improvement. The next thing you do is pick one area. Don't try to do it all. Just pick one area and work at it. Work at it for a month and ask yourself those 3 questions from the slide before and journal them. Then when you do fail, or when you do have a loss, learn as fast as you can. The quicker you learn, the faster you can speed up the process. And then become the best version of you. Don't try to be anybody else.